Hello, magical friends. I want to show you how to use trade routes, which is one of the most powerful features of Quiet Speculation's insider service. Trade routes is a way to take the cards that you have and turn them into cash or store credit with dealers quickly and easily. The way it works is you start with a list in Trader Tools. You can make this list manually by creating a new list and entering cards, or you can do what I did in this case, which is to upload a CSV file that a seller gave me of his collection. He listed it on Craigslist, asked $60 for it, and sent me the list in CSV format, which I then uploaded to Trader Tools and looked over. Now, it ended up being a lot more than $60 worth of magic cards, and I wanted to get my money right back out so I could keep the good stuff and then reinvest the money into more good stuff. So what I did was I uploaded it and I set the filters to spread max 60%, buy list minimum 1 dime. That's just to make sure I don't sell cards for way less than they're actually worth or sell cards that aren't worth mailing. So open up your list, just take a quick look at what you've got. This is sort of the best stuff. Click through to trade routes on the list page. It's the third tab. I like to set my minimum buy price when I'm selling to a dime just because it's not worth shipping things that are less than that. You can sell stuff down to about 5 cents, but again, my personal preference is a dime. So I also set the maximum spread to 60% and click Start Selling. It's going to take about 2 seconds to crunch the numbers and figure out who's paying the most and generate some new lists for you. So right now I only have ABU Games and Card Kingdom enabled, but you can also send trade routes to Adventures On and Troll and Toad direct to their cart. And there are a few other merchants that have not set up direct to cart with us yet, but you can still use trade routes to figure out what cards to send them. In this case, I use ABU and Card Kingdom because they give a huge bonus in store credit, and I'm saving up for expensive vintage staples and power by selling them a bunch of low-end garbage I don't really have any intention of using. So you take a look at the list that Trader Tools generates. These are all the cards that ABU is paying the most for. Now, just one thing to note, if they're buying 10 of a card and you have 20 of them, trade routes will then step down and find the next highest bidder and allocate them appropriately. So take a quick look, make sure everything looks good, figure out if there's anything you kind of don't want to sell, and then once you are comfortable with what you're doing, click Send List to ABU Games, and you'll see it loads up their buy list populated with your cards so that you never have to double enter anything ever again. Click through the foil tab. I like to separate out foils because a lot of people keep them in a separate box, so it's just easier to parse them completely separately. But when you click send, it all goes to the same place on their website. So select trade or not, whichever one you prefer. I always like to just build store credit. I like to keep magic money in magic. And then click checkout. Log in, do what you have to do, and then you check out just like you would normally had you entered the buy list on their site. Mail the cards, get paid. It's literally that fast and that easy. Do the same for Card Kingdom. Send the list there. Boom. There it is. Store credit bonus. So now I've gotten about $160 in store credit for something I paid $60 for. And that's like getting a monster discount on power. Yes, you have to pay retail prices when you shop with these sites, but their prices tend to be in line with the market. ABU Games is great because they give you the option to buy graded cards, and you can actually see the cards before you buy them. But anyway, all that's just personal preference. Here's the important part. Now, all these cards that were on the list that we just sold need to be removed from the list that we had before, or else you're going to have to go back and manually remove them or create a new list with the remainder. And that's ridiculous, and that's a waste of time. And that's why we built trade routes, is to stop wasting time so we can spend more time playing Magic and less time sorting cards and stuff like that. So a list with the cards that were removed when you sold them got created when you click the trade routes button. So click there to activate the new list, and you'll be able to see pretty quickly that most things on here, not all of them, didn't meet the criteria for spread, minimum buy price, or both. So now if you take the cards you sold, mail them off, and then take the cards that were on the list that remained and compare them to this list, they should be, and generally are, exactly the same. So then a week later, you can do what I do and reload this list and see if any buy prices have gone up, reapply the same filters, and just keep harvesting that collection for value. If you want to sell stuff for, say, 50% max spread, so you don't take you don't sell cards that are not really worth selling, that's fine too. You can also sell cards that are only a quarter or more All that's just personal preference, how you like to operate, how much you need the cash or the credit, how much you need to get cards out of your house or wherever. So that is what TradeRoutes does. It makes it way faster to buy list your stuff than anything else I've ever used. And that's why we built it. We're super passionate about building software that makes it really easy to turn your Magic cards into cash, turn your cash into Magic cards, turn Magic cards into more Magic cards, really whatever you want. We just want to make it really quick and really easily and give you the best possible chance to succeed at Magic trading and Magic finance. So give it a try, use it, make some money with it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or bug reports, hit us up on the forums or shoot me a private message or shoot me an email. It's what I work on. It's my full-time job, and there's nothing in the world I care about more than making sure that this software just is the best possible software it can be. So give it a try, and we hope you love it.